wanted to make this video actually the day after the Celtics won it all, but I'll make it now. I don't think some people get that I'm actually a Bucks fan. Probably longer than some people claiming they have been. I think a lot of people are Giannis fans, but not Bucks fans. It's kind of the same thing you could say about probably are Laker fans now, but I know growing up there was a lot of people who called themselves Laker fans, but they was really Kobe fans that just so happened to become Laker fans later on. No, I for one, I am a true fan. Went to my first game in 96-97 season. I think it was. It was Ray Allen's rookie year. So I've been a fan. Went to games ever since I left Milwaukee. Still been going to games when they played the Clippers because you ain't going to no Bucks Lakers game. Them tickets are expensive. But I even went to the couple of Bucks Clippers games when I was living in California. Even now, living in Phoenix, I went to some of the Bucks Suns games. Did not get a chance to go to any of the finals games. Did not dream of paying that much money. Also, did not dream going to a game during 2021 when they were still restricting people in some stadiums. But I say that to say, watching Drew Holiday win that his second championship on Monday, was very disheartening. Knowing very well, seeing what we saw now from the Bucks season, seeing what we saw now from the Celtics season, that was probably one of the dumbest trades the Milwaukee Bucks ever committed to. I thought the dumbest trade back then was the Ray Allen trade, trading Ray Allen to Seattle for Gary Payton. Man, when I found that out, I was very saddened, depressed, sick. Because growing up, despite what some of you guys think, and especially some of the stands think, growing up, Ray Allen was my favorite player. It wasn't Jordan. It was not Kobe. It was Ray Allen. So seeing him get traded to Seattle for old ass Gary Payton was very, very disappointing. But seeing this trade go down and how this went down, this is probably one of the most disappointing trades the Bucks ever did. Not even the Kareem one. Not even Kareem going to the Lakers was disappointing. I wasn't alive for that one. Dad was. He didn't like it, but he understood it. He understood that Kareem didn't like Milwaukee, not because of the city itself, because of some of the people were, we ain't gonna have to say it, but just think of how some of the Celtics players who are African American were treated in Boston. Some of that happened in Milwaukee. But, and people say, oh, you just hating on Giannis. No, no, and no again. I don't think people really understood the complexity of that trade and what it had done for the Boston Celtics. I don't think people understand Drew Holiday being on the Boston Celtics and what it done for them. Yeah, they see a championship was won, but they don't understand what really happened. He was pretty much that missing piece. People gonna say, oh, Porzingis. No, they didn't really need Porzingis like that. They needed somebody. The Boston Celtics needs a point guard that can not only play defense at a high level, but also score. That's why Marcus Smart was traded. But here comes Giannis, and people don't really believe this. Yeah, if we can sit up here all day and talk about LeBron getting rid of players, getting rid of trying to get players and all this other stuff. But we ain't gonna sit here and act like none of these superstars, LeBron, Steph Curry, Giannis, Luka, Joel Embiid, Jokic. We ain't gonna sit here and act like they don't have no influence in the front office because this league is so player dominant, player first. The minute these guys get pissed off, they threatened to trade or want to trade. And you start hearing reports in ESPN and FS1 all over the place talking about, oh, this person's not happy, this person not happy in there. And then you got the front office to those teams ready to move. Got to do something because they don't want to lose that star player. You don't want to lose them to a different team. You don't want your star player to be unhappy. And when Giannis talk about, I don't know if I want to sign another deal. I can't sound like that. Giannis talk about he didn't know he wanted to sign an extension. What do you think the Milwaukee Bucks were going to do? What they should have did was what people, well, at least in my circle, have been saying, should have got rid of Chris Middleton. As deadly as Chris Middleton was in the finals 3 years ago, he really hasn't been the same since. He has little bright spots there and there, but he hasn't been the same since. And I've been saying for the last 3 years, maybe they need to get rid of him because he can't stay healthy. Drew Holiday, for his 3 years on the Bucks, maybe he missed a magnitude of 5 games during 3 years, maybe 5 to 10. I don't know. But he was always there, unlike Chris Middleton. And everybody gets so caught up, and I keep saying this, everybody got so caught up in that series with Miami Heat almost 2 seasons ago now. I'm like, you can't base that off that. You can't base that off that. Let's see something right quick. Let me look at how many games he missed. Oh, yeah, I was wrong. His first year in Milwaukee, played 59 games, but that season wasn't a full season. The next season, he played 67 games. And his last season in Milwaukee, he played 67 games. And this year, he played 69 games, the most games he has played since the 2017-18 season. But, shoot. He didn't miss a playoff game. He played in all 23 games during the 2021 season, playoff season, all 12 games in the 2022, all 5 games in his last year in Milwaukee, and played all 19 games this season. Played all 35 games in his freshman year in his only year at UCLA, so he's quite durable. But they got rid of that. They got rid of the defensive prowess that Drew Holiday brings. They got rid of that. They got rid of that for Lame Dollar. And from what I've been hearing, Lame Dollar been hanging in Miami, hanging out with the Fanooks. Yeah, I said that. No disrespect to them, but I said that. Particularly Dwayne Wade. You got this guy, Damian Lillard, hanging out with Bam Adebayo down in Miami. Supposedly with LeBron James, too. If Dame was really focusing on winning a championship, he will find different ways, find some type of chemistry, even in the off season, with Giannis. But no, he don't want to do that. And it says Drew Holiday became the first NBA player to win a ring in his first season with 2 different franchises. Oh, that's crazy. Let me read that again. Along with his championship in Milwaukee, Drew Holiday became the first NBA player to win a ring in his first season with 2 different franchises. This year alone, Drew Holiday became the first player in NBA history to average at least 18.7 rebounds and 5 assists with 50, 40. Why do people call me now? I hate when people do that. 50, 40, 100 shooting splits in a conference finals series. And he only scored 26 points in the game, 2, and grabbed 11 rebounds. And became the first guard to produce at least 25 points and 10 rebounds while shooting 75% better from the floor in the NBA Finals game. Well, that comes with playing with Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum as well, so he can easily do that. But that's what the Bucks are missing. People don't understand also that when Giannis went out in Game 4 of the Eastern Conference Finals back in 2021, it was Chris Middleton and Drew Holiday that continued that team's success and going to the finals until Giannis came back. I just don't think people really understand the magnitude, the type of player Drew Holiday is. Like I said in the previous video, Drew Holiday kind of reminds me of Joe Dumars, who used to play on Detroit Pistons. You know, a Hall of Famer, multiple-time Defensive Player of the Year. So, I say all this to say this again. I blame Giannis for ruining the Milwaukee Bucks and probably ruining his own legacy. And I said this before even Ticket TV's even said this, because it ain't my first video talking about this. I don't want to see Giannis talk about he want to leave Milwaukee and go somewhere else. Boy, you ruined your own kingdom, sort of saying, the NBA. You ruined your own team to be like that balding idiot that's in LA doing the same thing. We thought you was going to be different. But nah, you're snaking your own teammates. Drew Holiday signed a big-time contract when he was in Milwaukee to stay there for the rest of his days in the NBA. And here you go, not pushing back on the Bucks front office to say, no, we need Drew Holiday. No, here you go saying, yeah, I want Lame Dollar. And now look at you. Embarrassing. Watching Drew Holiday win the second ring with a team that's supposed to be your rivals, with a player and Jason Tatum, who they put above you for the last 6 years as he struggled to win while you won it before he did. And you gave him a weapon to make him win one. And now they probably gonna say, which I don't think they should say, Jason Tatum's the best player in the Eastern Conference. Giannis, you should feel depressed and ashamed for your actions this past couple of years. Yeah, I agree with a lot of people. You've been moving around like a buster. This ain't no hate. This is just facts. If you don't want to hear facts, get the hell off my channel. Don't come back. Because I'm not freaking sugarcoating. I'm not kissing the feet of the NBA players anymore like I never did before. I ain't worshiping none of these dudes no more. I never did before. I'm not doing it. So if your favorite player get dissed by me, oh well. Ain't the end of the world. Some of y'all go way too far. Can't accept criticism. Even though it's not even towards yourself. Y'all guys are going crazy in the comment section. That's why I don't like you old folks. That's why I can't stand you old heads. Saying stupid stuff like that. Like I said before, everybody on this channel gets the smoke. Nobody's safe from the smoke. And as I said before, if I see something wrong with a certain player, I'm going to speak about it. You ain't going to shut me up. Damn it. What the hell's wrong with y'all? But anyways, congratulations to Drew Holiday. That's what happens. Karma comes. You get snaked, you go to a team, and you win another championship before the other team who snaked you gets another one.